Greetings, fellow gardeners. This is Paul, and look at these stunning blooms off of these Aeoniums. Now, this is Aeonium Cyclops, the cultivar, and it's in the middle of February in Southern California. And you can see why I like these plants so very much. Look at that. Just gorgeous. Now, the drawback is that these plants are summer dormant, so they bloom in the winter and grow in our climate, and that they're monocarpic, meaning that after the flowers occur, the mother plant will die. Now, it may be the whole plant, but usually it's just the main stalk, main branch. I'll show you what I mean on this one. So typically this bloom will go for a month or two, and I'll just let it be until it starts to dry out. And then I'll look down here. You can see all the pups there. See them all? And those will survive, and what I'll have to do is cut the base about here. So this main stem will dry up and die after this beautiful bloom is complete. I don't see any bees yet, but they really like these flowers, so you get a lot of bee activity too from these. Now, let's go show you some more of these stunning blooms. But there's also one that's just been moved. It's a little stressed, and now it's starting its bloom cycle. So I'll show you what that looks like. So this very large purple Aeonium here is starting to grow a bit atoliated. And then if you look here, you can see it's starting to form the flower. So this one's definitely gonna bloom. And thankfully it has some pups at the bottom, which is always a good thing. So it will continue on. See the pups? Okay, let me go show you some more. Now here's another interesting fact about Aeoniums is that the size and the age of the plant doesn't really matter. This is only a 1-year-old cutting, and look at that, it's blooming. It's rather small, as you can see. Luckily it has a pup down here that will survive. So I'm just gonna let this plant be. But when they're small and they wanna bloom, you can't really do anything about it, and look at that. Not as prolific as what I showed you before, but still beautiful nonetheless. All right, let me go show you some more blooms and what I do once they're spent. So hopefully you've seen some of our other videos on Aeoniums. You can see how much I really like these plants and how well they thrive in our climate in zone 9B. And that they don't bloom every year, as you can see. Have quite a few blooming right now, but not all of them. You can see how large that bloom is. And I'm really excited to see this one bloom. It has not bloomed yet. This is a variegated one, which is pretty unique. Definitely one of the most beautiful Aeoniums here in the collection, in my opinion. But over here, I have some more blooms, and there's one that I want to show you. It's ready to be pruned off. So you can easily incorporate these plants with many other plants into your landscape design, and they just thrive. I hardly water them as well. But look at this one over here. It's pretty much spent, and this is what I wanted to share with you today. So you can see it's starting to dry out right here. See that? And that's when it's usually time, or that's when I like to prune it off. I would assume that you could probably grow the seeds. I've never tried that. Doesn't really interest me. And so in this case, it's easier to take them from cuttings. But in this case, you can see that there's a really healthy pup right here. So I'm gonna cut it just above, just like that. Nice and easy. So there you go. That's a little bit, hope you learned a little bit about Aeoniums and their beauty and how they flower. So give us a like and a subscribe. Thanks so much for your time. Have yourself a wonderful day. Take care.